The CEO took a bite of the cake bought by her granddaughter. She was surprised to find that it was exactly the same as her long-lost husband's, so she asked her granddaughter to take her to the cake store to reunite with her husband as soon as possible. It turns out the CEO's husband always made her a lemon and honey cake for her birthday, but she didn't expect an accident on her birthday 15 years ago. The husband was on his way to buy lemons when he suddenly saw a little girl being blown into the river by a huge wind. The kind man did not hesitate, but he went against the wind. But the girl was not rescued and he got into trouble and never knew whether he was alive or dead. The heartbroken wife could only bring her children to the river every day, hoping that her husband would come back alive soon. 15 years have passed. The CEO still hasn't given up searching for her husband's whereabouts, but she didn't realize that her husband not only didn't die, but also applied for a job as a security guard in their neighborhood. But now her husband has lost all his memories. He doesn't recognize this place as his home. The little girl he saved has been raised as his daughter. She's even been hired by the richest woman's company in order to repay the man's favor. The girl promised to help him find his lost family. Perhaps this is fate. I don't remember anything except this talisman. I heard that the chairman of the Linz Group and his family live in this villa. How can they be so rich and live in such an old villa? No sooner had he spoken than the third young master showed up in a luxury car with a beautiful girl. He was too young to remember his father's face, so he yelled at the man to open the door for him. But the serious man just asked him to check in, but he refused to do so in an overbearing manner. The man could only continue to persuade his son to cooperate. But in order to please the third young master, the evil woman got out of the car and slapped the man hard. How can you just hit people? Shouldn't you hit a janitor for blocking my way? You're blocking the third master of the Lin family. When he heard it was the young master of the richest woman's family, the man was worried that it would affect his adopted daughter's work and had to apologize to the other side. But the bossy third master kicked him to the ground and stomped on him. Seeing this, the foster daughter rushed forward to defend the man. She accused the third son of bullying an old man of his father's age. Doesn't his conscience hurt? But these words just poked the third master's sore spot and made him even more furious, because comparing his father to a security guard is a great shame. Luckily, the young lady called and asked him to come home to discuss his mother's birthday party. That saved both of them from a severe beating. He drove home without noticing that the security guard's peace sign was still stuck on the tires of the limousine. The maid found it when she was cleaning the car. She showed it to the richest woman, and the woman recognized it immediately as the one she had embroidered for her husband. When the maid found it in the yard, she thought her husband had returned, so she decided to throw a big birthday party tomorrow to welcome her husband home. When the man got home, he realized the talisman was gone. That was his only clue to finding his family. He searched every corner of the house but found nothing. He had to go to the security office to look for it, but he was suddenly tasked with keeping order at a birthday party at the home of the richest woman in the world. He had to give up the search and go on the mission first. As night fell, the birthday party began. His adopted daughter also came with the company to attend the party. At this moment, the man looked around at all the familiar things and countless fragmented memories flooded into his mind. Suddenly a little girl ran over and called him grandpa.